Now, around this time of year, a tradition you have to have for Oaks and Derby is the Derby pie. And today we are at Kern's Kitchen. We were here last year. We're back this year. We're making it a tradition of our own to come on back.
There's only one Derby pie. It's baked exclusively at Kern's Kitchen. And Alan Roop, as in Roop Arena, tell us exactly what people try to pass off as Derby pies. What are they called?
Well, I don't know if they're trying to pass it off, but anybody can make a chocolate nut pie as long as they don't use our mark.
Right.
But some people call their chocolate nut pie a winter circle pie or bluegrass pie possibly, or a thoroughbred pie.
Yep. But there's only one, and it's right here at Kern's Kitchen. And John, you're going to take us through the process, right,
You
Becca?
are going to take us through the process, but before we get to that, you can't have the process without having a little family tradition, and we wouldn't be here without that, right?
That's right. We're actually a fourth generation company. My great-grandparents started the Derby pie back in the 1950s at the Melrose Inn in Prospect, Kentucky. They were looking for a signature item, signature dessert for the restaurant, and they took many months to come up with a recipe, and then every family member put the actual name, their favorite name, into a hat, and they actually drew the name Derby pie out of a hat.
Wow. So it goes on from there, right?
And like KFC, the ingredient list is closely guarded, Alan.
Secretive.
It's very closely guarded. No one's allowed in the mix room when we're doing the actual mixing. I think we might have more than the 11 secret ingredients that go into this.
I bet you do.
Yeah, but that's about as close as I can tell you.
And a chocolate nut pie like this one. I mean, here's Becca's sample pie.
Individually sized.
And here's
here.
my sample pie. Yeah, they know who's got the appetite in this crowd. We're going to find out what goes in, literally, without giving away the secrets, to a Derby pie. And would you start us at the beginning?
Yeah, John, take us through the process.
We make all our own dough here. It's a nice flaky crust. We take a lot of pride in the crust of the product. And then we involve chocolate chips and California walnuts into our special secret recipe, and that creates the Derby pie.
In a nutshell,
And in a nutshell, you put all the ingredients into the pie shell, Alan, and then it goes through a very interesting process. I am fascinated by the machinery in this shop.
Well, are you talking about the human machinery, or are you talking about
that too?
Yeah, we've got some machines here. We're mainly hands-on, but we do run it through a shrink and have it date coated, and a filling machine and some ovens that are substantial. We're baking about 80 at a time, so we do have some machinery here.
But they are all hand-wrapped, hand-boxed. That's
very
the coolest
true.
part, because you can just feel the love that's going into these Derby pies at Kern's Kitchen by some longtime employees. And how many pies are you putting out? It seems like this is an incredible
this time of year, right?
line.
We're doing about 6,000 a week right now. We're baking 6 days a week. So we'll do about close to 50,000 between March and April alone.
Wow.
All right, and you have many people behind the scenes here that help you as well.
Absolutely. They're the engine that drives our business, so they keep us going.
And the quality
keep it
control
going,
is
too.
pretty obvious too. You can see the love that's going in. Everybody's wearing hats. Everybody's clean. This place, you could eat off the floors.
Well, thank you very much.
Truly.
That's one of the things when Grandma, of course, was still alive. She started that very, very sanitary, and you could eat off her floors.
Yeah, Grandma and Grandpa Kern, which I think is so much fun. So that's why Kern's Kitchen has been passed down. You're the third generation. John's the fourth.
Correct.
And do you have anybody coming up in the family who's going to take your place, John, yet?
Not yet, not yet.
Gotta
Well,
get
not only
working on
is
that.
the Derby pie made here, but you all have a special new pie coming out.
This past fall, we released our first new product in over 40 years. It's the Golden Pecan Pie, and that's available at select retail locations as well as the Derby pie.
That sounds good.
Out of curiosity, how many pieces of Derby pie, this is a quick math question, will Churchill Downs serve on Oaks and Derby?
Probably around 25 to 40,000.
40,000?
It depends on,
Holy cow.
it just depends on the people that they get out there and the menus we're on.
And how many pieces do you suggest we cut this into?
Well, is that for you or
One,
Becca?
That would be for
one
me.
big one.
One?
Yes.
Probably a 6 cut, I'd say.
6 pieces of this delicious pie in each box, and they are widely available throughout the area. Give us some store locations where we can purchase them.
They're available at many retail locations, the Kroger and the Deli Bakery section, the Myers, the Sam's Clubs, Liquor Barns.
And in my stomach.
Except no substitutes. If it's called something else, it is
That's
not
right.
a Kern's Kitchen chocolate nut pie, known as the Derby pie. We thank John and Alan Roop for being with us today to share the mysteries, although not the recipes, of Kern's Kitchen Derby pie.